Yeah, I know we're all very excited. We have been like talking about it.
Since 2019, these four young ladies have been hard at work to bring Black history curriculum to their school, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Early College in Denver.
This book, it talks about every single thing, and like there's not a single thing this book misses.
In October, they made history themselves when the Board of Education passed their resolution, adding curriculum in the Denver Public School District that better represents the historical contributions of Black, Indigenous, and Latino communities.
Actually, books are $170 a piece.
To make that resolution reality, though, isn't cheap.
We're trying to really brainstorm ways as of right now because it wasn't until really recently that we really processed that that would be an issue.
A $75,000 issue that currently stands in their way. Dr. Ryan Ross with the Urban Leadership Foundation of Colorado believes it's time for the community to do its part.
Actually, my son and I have been having a conversation for a couple of years about how Black history isn't being taught in the class.
Well, we don't really talk about it much. I've mostly learned most of my Black history from my dad.
When they heard about the work of these four young ladies and the price tag holding them back, Dr. Ross got involved.
They've created awareness. They've done a fantastic job. And now it's the village's opportunity and responsibility to help them cross the line. And so that's what we're doing.
His foundation is contributing the first donation of $10,000 for these young women, his son, and every future DMLK student.
And they're a perfect example of excellence and a perfect example of how we should be investing in our youth.
I'm Lori Lizarraga for 9 News.
Lori also reached out to the school district to see if it would be putting any funding towards Black History 365 curriculum. She's still waiting on a response. If you would like to help fund that curriculum at DMLK or buy a book or donate funds, we have everything you need to know at 9news.com.
When your hair is labeled wild, unbecoming, unprofessional, embracing your natural curls generally is a process. You know, Black women have faced prejudices in work environments and academic settings for generations because of our natural hair. So embracing this curly crown is generally a journey, one that starts at a young age. There's a local woman who saw the need to foster and nurture that experience in young girls, and she found a way to do it by incorporating science, technology, engineering, arts, and math.
Curly hair, it's a lot to maintain. It's a lot of hard work. It's a lot of patience.
Sometimes patience isn't enough to embrace what you can't see reflected back at you on TV or in magazines.
They know by 4 years old what's considered good, bad, pretty, ugly. So if you look around, we got girls with curly hair, we got girls with braids.
As a special needs teacher in DPS, Annalise Harris saw Black and brown girls struggling emotionally and socially in school every day.
Watching a young Black girl basically get suspended off of wearing a pink bandana, and she refused to take it off. It escalated out of the classroom to the suspension level.
Annalise recognized her students' behavioral issues were centered around self-esteem.
I just realized, you know, I have to do something else where the girls feel comfortable. And if that's not in the class immediately, then let's create a space for them to really take their hair out.
In 2017, Annalise founded the nonprofit Curls on the Block, an after-school program to attract girls of all curls and colors to embrace, explore, and empower their natural selves, using beauty to connect to STEAM.
There's like 4% women who are going to major in computer science, and even fewer who are Black girls. You know, we've tried other things and they don't work.
Whether testing the pH level in the local water, researching ingredients in hair products, or even making their own flaxseed hair gel, each session weaves STEAM into the love of hair and beauty.
What does a scientist look like? Typically, you know, not them. And so now we're changing that with representation, saying, let's use science to make something that you can use actually on yourself that makes you look good.
It was almost like a safe space.
Trinity Birch joined Curls on the Block as a freshman in high school. She says she was one of the only 3 Black girls in her entire grade.
In a school full of people who didn't look like me, it was like, okay, I have this hour once a week to kind of get to know these people. They also look like me, and they also have the same issues as me. They wake up and they don't know how to do their hair. So it was comforting.
With the success of Curls on the Block, Annalise started a beauty pageant. More like a science fair disguised as a beauty pageant, if you ask her, but don't tell the girls. Miss Curly Self-Esteem pageant contestants compete in healthy and active lifestyle, cultural appreciation, and pitching an original product or service using STEAM to enhance the curly community. Miss Curly USA 2021 Arlette Derville has found a new appreciation for her coily crown.
My curly hair journey has been a lot. I loved every step of it. It really helped me figure out myself a little bit more.
Girls on the Block's message is clear. Whether curly, kinky, coily, or wavy, own your crown and wear it proudly.
Well, the future is bright and curly.
Curls on the Block curriculum can be brought into any school or any organization. There's more information on our website, 9news.com. I'm Alexandra Lewis.
Throughout Black History Month, we'll be sharing stories of impactful people within Colorado's Black community. You can see their stories on the Voices of Change section of 9news.com. If you know someone who is a voice of change, email us at voicesofchange@9news.com.